Hi friends! Thanks for tuning in. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment below, and take a moment to subscribe to our channel. Traveling along Highway 97 from Penticton to Oliver, the route follows one of the most established corridors in the southern Okanagan Valley. The journey begins between Okanagan Lake and Skaha Lake, where Penticton's narrow strip of land gives way to open stretches of valley floor and gently rising hills. The landscape immediately reflects the region's defining mix of water, agriculture, and dry terrain. Heading south, the route runs alongside Skaha Lake, where the presence of water shapes both the scenery and the climate. The lake moderates temperatures, creating conditions that have long supported farming in the surrounding areas. This balance between heat and water is one of the key reasons the Okanagan has become such a productive region. Long before this road existed, the valley served as an important travel route for the South Okanagan Nation. Trails followed the natural contours of the land, connecting lakes, rivers, and seasonal gathering areas. These early pathways reflected a deep understanding of the landscape, and many modern routes still follow similar lines through the valley. In the 19th century, the region became more widely traveled during the time of the Caribou Gold Rush. Although the main goldfields were located farther north, the Okanagan Valley became part of a network of routes that connected the coast to the interior. This movement of people helped establish the valley as a place of settlement and opportunity. As the journey continues, the community of Caledon appears along the eastern side of Skaha Lake. Established in the early 20th century as a planned agricultural area, Caledon reflects the region's long-standing connection to orchards and farming. Irrigation projects made it possible to cultivate land that would otherwise have remained dry and unproductive. Farther south, Okanagan Falls marks a natural transition point in the valley. Located between Skaha Lake and the Okanagan River, this area has long been shaped by the movement of water. In 1954, the construction of the McIntyre Dam helped regulate water levels, supporting both irrigation and flood control in the region. Beyond Okanagan Falls, the landscape begins to open up, with more visible farmland and vineyards stretching across the valley floor. The combination of long, warm summers and carefully managed irrigation has made this one of the most productive agricultural zones in British Columbia. Rows of fruit trees and grapevines reflect a pattern of cultivation that has developed over decades. Approaching Oliver, the valley takes on a more distinctly semi-arid character. The hills appear drier, with patches of sagebrush and exposed soil highlighting the contrast between natural conditions and cultivated land. This area is often referred to as part of Canada's wine country, with vineyards playing a major role in the local economy. The development of agriculture here was made possible in part by large-scale irrigation efforts, including the South Okanagan Lands Project, launched in 1919. This project transformed the valley, bringing water to areas that had previously been too dry for farming and laying the foundation for the communities that exist today. Throughout the route, the road follows the natural shape of the valley, moving between lakes, rivers, and gently sloping hills. Rather than cutting across the landscape, it works with it, reflecting the same patterns that guided earlier travel routes. This creates a sense of continuity between past and present. What stands out most along this stretch is the balance between natural environment and human activity. The dry hills and open sky remain largely unchanged, while the valley floor has been carefully shaped to support agriculture. This contrast gives the region its distinct appearance and character. In the end, traveling from Penticton to Oliver is more than a simple connection between two communities. It is a passage through a landscape shaped by water, climate, and history. Each part of the valley adds to the story, creating a journey that feels both grounded in the past and connected to the present.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching!